Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Leggett here representing TeamJVS. I'm back here again for another movie review. This is a part of the Toronto International Film Festival 2021, or TIFF 21. So the name of this movie is called The Seven Prisoners. I had the honor of being able to check this out. This is directed by Alexandre Moratto. This is starring a very notable name with, I was like, is this the same person that played Xerxes in 300? And he's been in other stuff, of course, but Rodrigo Santoro, a newcomer who I've never seen before, Christian Malheiros, playing the role of Mateus. And basically this surrounds like 4 different individuals that are coming from the same exact location. And they're just trying to make money for their families. Like, they're like, okay, this is an opportunity. I'm going to go and do this, and we're going to do a contract and everything like that. Some of the kids or the young men don't have any education. Mateus does. Like, he fully understands everything that's going on. He's like, I need a contract. I need to go and do this. This is what we're worth. This is what, he knew, you know what I'm saying? He was like the one questioning the person that was running this junkyard named Luca, who was played by Rodrigo, from the very beginning. And at a certain point, you start to realize this is not what you think it is. And I was like, this is bad. This is bad. I knew early on, like, there was a moment where, Mateus was like, we need to take a shower. Like, we haven't even showered. Like, let alone food. Like, you're not letting us even take a shower. Like, there's something going on here. And I also knew when they started taking their IDs, I was like, okay, this is wrong. And I think the thing about this movie that I really appreciate is that it takes you on this crazy, intricate journey that it could have went a safer route, in that the character Luca was just this bad guy that was using these young men for whatever specific gain. But they decided to allow breathing room for every single character, including Luca. There's a character named Samuel who's really close to Mateus. Like, he's got a daughter, he's got a mother, and he's like Mateus' closest friend. And they allow breathing room for his character to kind of progress through the course of the story, even though he's not at the epicenter at all times. Same thing for the character Luca. Luca is basically the overseer that's keeping these men prisoner, basically. And yet they find ways of refining him as a character through his actions with them, with Mateo and Mateus. And this is the weird thing. Like, by the end of the film, I was kind of just so conflicted. And I think that that's the bearing part about this that is so interesting, because the director wrote this, as well as I think he wrote it with somebody else, last name Mantis. And they had worked on a previous film before with the same exact actor, Christian, that is playing the main role of our main character. And I was like, this is just so well written, because for all intents and purposes, this is what's going on. Like, I think the movie brings awareness to these laborers that are being used in these countries, given opportunities to do this or do that, undercutting, being abused, being used, being held prisoner, their family being held prisoner, their family being put up for grabs for potentially getting hurt, killed, or whatever. And they make a very big point to show this is how everything's even running. Like, this is how the police are running. This is how the government's running. This is how the state is running. And you don't even realize how much money is being flown through with these men that are being used, or labor that's not under the books at all. And I think the thing about it, and that's the thing, they don't shy away from the harsh sides of this. Like, they go and fully immerse it. Like, tonally, there's some dark stuff. And matter of fact, like, it's almost like a Lord of the Flies situation very early on, because one of the characters does something really stupid. And, Mateus has to go and try to figure out how to, save the character, help the character. But then at a certain point, Mateus is looked at very differently. The best thing I can say is that it's a very interesting, intricate turn that happens that by the end of it, you start to understand why Mateus is doing everything that he's doing. And the harsh reality of it is you question, should he have done anything different? And I think that's the reality is I want to dislike certain characters in this. I want to say, no, this is wrong. And I do. I really do. At my core, I say that what's happening to these men is absolutely, inexcusably wrong. It's sick. It's messed up. But then when you realize like a character like Luca, where he kind of comes from, what's happened to him, how he got to this point, you understand the character Mateus and what position he's in and what's happening here. And I think that that's the thing about this film that makes you really think. And there is real gray area that they've been able to create through this story that I mean, honestly, presumably it could be a real story. I was like, is this based on a true story? Because I would believe it. And I didn't know how it was going to end either. Like, I thought it was like, okay, they're going to end it this way because this just makes sense. Like, this is just going to be the tragic side of this. Or they're going to end it this way and it's going to be the good side. Like, but no, they don't. Like, there's a moment that takes place with Luca and Mateus inside of a area where one of the other is sleeping, and I was like, what is about to happen right here? And the way that they handle that, I was really surprised. This also has a really good cinematography in the sense of like keeping it self-contained, keeping it very personal. It's very vibrant. Even in the nighttime, like you can see everything. It's very well shot. Score is not noticeable, but I think it's also like not supposed to be. I think this is supposed to be something you're supposed to embrace emotionally and just kind of let it take you on this ride that, for better or worse, you're going to feel something at the end of the day. And I actually really thought this was a very good film, which I was surprised by. I was kind of like, I was really excited to see it, but I didn't expect it to be this good. I rated it at a 9 out of 10. I was really surprised how well written it was and how it made me feel after the fact. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. I'll talk to you guys soon. We got a lot more TIFF 21 coverage coming soon. Okay, guys? Peace, everybody.